Michael is a different level, man. He's a different level of competitiveness, just sheer will to win. He changed the game. He changed the game. I mean, not just in one aspect, in many aspects, in every aspect of the game. He changed it. I played against some of the greatest players in the history of this game. Michael Jordan was one of those guys that lifted my ability to the next level.
An unmistakable view of the Windy City and a lot of anticipation in the air. Welcome, everyone, to Chicago. This is Kevin Harlan along with me, Clark Kellogg. We've got David Aldridge joining us from the sideline as we get set to watch the Atlanta Hawks go up against the Chicago Bulls. Clark, this should be a beauty.
You know, each of these teams, Kevin, has a guy who is in the running for the league lead in scoring. I'm, of course, talking about two guys that don't need introduction, Michael Jordan and Dominique Wilkins. It's going to be a lot of fun watching these guys try to one-up each other offensively.
And Clark, beyond just Jordan and Wilkins, plenty of other talented scorers on each of these teams as well.
Kevin, you make a very good point. I mean, these are two impressive high-octane lineups, which I think could result in this score really getting run up in a hurry.
This should be one to remember. And out there for Atlanta, Spud Webb at the point with Doc Rivers at the 2. At the forward positions, Dominique Wilkins and Moses Malone. John Koncak will be at center. And starting things off for the Bulls, it's John Paxson at point guard with Michael Jordan also at the guard. Then Scottie Pippen and Horace Grant at the 3 and 4. The veteran, Bill Cartwright, in the middle.
Expectations are high for Jordan and Wilkins in this one. They're both exceptional scoring threats, and I know their teams are expecting each of them to be the difference makers out there as they try to get the W.
Now here's Paxson. 13 feet away, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
An effective score from the in-between area of the court. Jordan doing his thing.
Here's Webb, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. You know, often, Clark, it's the team's respective leader who sets the tone for their whole squad.
You are correct, partner. So if Jordan or Wilkins can manage to get off to a hot start, that could spread to the other guys and get their whole team rolling early.
That's a good point. And that one falls for Webb.
You know, Webb is known for being a high flyer. Despite being just 5'6", this guy can get up in the air like very few can. And he knows how to put on a show. He's an entertainer, a high flyer, but he's also a pretty well-rounded player, too.
And so Webb nails both of them. You know, Clark, in some ways, this game could come down to either Jordan's or Wilkins. And who scores the most? Outperforming the other could seal the game for their team.
And, Kevin, that's exactly what we'll be keeping a close eye on. Which one is leading in the point column? Because I agree the winner of that duel very well could decide this thing.
Oh, what a duel it's going to be. Webb. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Attacking the paint that time, unfazed by the bigger defender.
Here's Cartwright. That one falls, coming off of Paxson's feed.
Really like the effort from the defense, but Cartwright muscles through that inside opposition.
Paxson with the steal. And then Pippen slams it in.
Boy, that's major force and ferocity by Scottie Pippen on that slam. No messing around with that one.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Outside Wilkins, all alone. Shot is good off the back rim and in. All right, Clark, Wilkins and Jordan, a couple of talented one-on-one players who are both going to be seeking mismatches in this one.
And, you know, Kevin, if you're on either of these teams, you've got to be ready to come at Jordan and Wilkins defensively. Don't let them dictate things. Low-effort defense, not going to get it done because they'll take advantage of that fully.
The Bulls shooting their first free throw tonight.
At the line for your Bulls, Michael Jordan. One shot.
Free throw good, Jordan.
You know, there's so much that's amazing to me about Jordan, but his endurance stands out. he consistently gets stronger, it seems, as the game goes on.
John Paxson. First personal foul. Second team foul.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Here's Webb in Atlanta again with the bucket. The #1 objective, Clark, of this Bulls defense has to be limiting Dominique Wilkins' looks. They've got to contain that incredible scoring of his.
Kevin, you're all over it. Right on point. I mean, if Chicago can't disrupt his usual scoring, then they're in for a long night and some real trouble. No defense for that now. I mean, Jordan just too fast.
Rivers passes to Malone. That one good for 2. Hey, Clark, something that could be a difference maker in this one is Moses Malone's dominance on the glass.
I agree. I mean, Chicago is going to have to fight extremely hard to beat Malone to rebounds. He's relentless in pursuing them, especially offensive boards. But limiting the Hawks' second chance points, I think, is essential for this Bulls team.
Good observation. Here's Concap after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Webb against Paxson. There's the steal. The 2 scoring leaders facing off. But to dig deeper, let's go to a guy who can dig as deep as any, David Holbert. DA.
Thanks, guys. We know that Dominique and Jordan scoring will probably be the big story of the night. But there's a lot more to these guys' games that could affect the outcome. With Wilkins, we've seen a new focus from him on improving his rebounding. And as always, Jordan's defense can be just as impactful as his offense. Guys, back to you.
You know, David, that's an interesting point, and I think you're right. It's not just, Clark, about scoring tonight. It's got to be a multifaceted game. Wouldn't you agree?
I certainly would, Kevin. Limiting your opponent's touches and disrupting their shot attempts and their offensive flow, I think, could be the real name of the game in this one. You just can't get it done with offense alone.
I know Jordan takes pride in his defense. We'll see if that's true tonight.
Yep, we'll keep an eye on that.
Credit to these Hawks, Clark, for having a constant postseason presence these last few seasons.
3 straight second-round appearances, and then last year a tough loss in the first round. But I say don't let that fool you. These Hawks are a very competitive team.
They really are. It's blocked. And he stays with it. And out of bounds is Chicago gains possession. Some changes for Chicago. Will Purdue's checked in for Cartwright, and King subbed in for Horace Grant. Willis, he checked in for the Hawks. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
Boy, I like the fact that's intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be in their face all night long.
Bulls leading by 5. Outside Jordan. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by the Hawks. Wilkins in the high post. It's rebounded by Jordan.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
And then slammed in by Jordan. Chicago, Atlanta. It's a special matchup. And these fans feeling a little extra electricity from Michael Jordan in this one. Pass to Rivers. Back to Webb. Willis against King. Pass to Rivers. Just 5 on the clock. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. King with the block. Some fresh competition, Clark, for the Bulls and Hawks in the league this year, with 2 expansion teams coming to the NBA in Orlando and Minnesota.
Exactly, Kevin. I mean, these teams are focused on the game at hand. That's pretty obvious, but this is a very interesting time for the NBA. A lot of new talent and a new landscape.
A lot of growing indeed.
Operating inside at close range, Paxson put a nice touch on that inside shot.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
1:58 left here in the first quarter.
John
Hodges checked in for the Bulls.
Second personal foul.
Then for the Hawks, Antoine Carr. He's checked in for Malone. And it's Tony in for Spud Webb. 1:57 left in the first quarter of the game. And, well, that looks like an intentional foul there. Any idea why, Clark?
No idea at all, Kevin. I mean, maybe he wanted a break? Come on, man. I assume he'll be hearing about that one because that was not a good play.
He hits the second from the line. 1:56 left here in the opening quarter. Willis against Purdue. From deep, Jordan. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
Jordan letting the Hawks know his range is legit. He doesn't always have to penetrate. He can knock down the jumper, too.
Atlanta calls timeout.
The interior defense has been very subpar, and I bet their coach is letting them know about it.
Chicago, welcome to your bubble bowl.
.146 left in the first. Clark, I know the Bulls are hoping for big things this year after making it all the way to the conference finals a season ago.
You know, I think Chicago proving they can handle teams like these Hawks could be a really good sign for them as they look to become a more dominant and consistent force in this league. There are very few guys in this league who make dunking a true art form. Neek is one of those guys.
No good from Jordan.
Well, that's a rare miss for him inside. He may have just rushed it a bit, maybe lost concentration too.
Paxson with the steal. Poke loose, stolen by Rivers. Tony against Paxson. Here's Carr. Again, the Hawks good for 2.
Right from the jump, these teams have been on fire offensively.
The Bulls leading by 5. Here's Jordan. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And that's 18 points for Jordan.
And Jordan is simply amazing at finishing through contact. Doesn't matter what you throw at him or who, he finds a way to score.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Jordan. Chicago making a switch here. Neely's checked in. Rivers scanning the floor. And the pass to Carr. And the dunk by Carr. Obviously, Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen, Clark, both apply great defensive pressure. You know, but the Hawks have some fast hands and some nice defensive skills of their own.
Yeah, that's right, Kevin. I mean, you think about Doc Rivers. If the Bulls aren't careful around Rivers, he could create a lot of havoc and force a bunch of turnovers. And in a contest between two very high-scoring teams, we know every possession counts.
Yeah, Rivers is like a coach on the floor.
He really is.
And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. B.J. Armstrong's checked in for John Paxson.
The lineup for your Bulls, B.J. Armstrong.
They get a hand on it. Willis against Jordan. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Hard not to respect how tough Jordan is inside. Really good at angling his body to pick up the foul call.
And this will be his second and third shots at the line here. Free throw good, Jordan. And the Hawks making a change here. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Smith on the wing. This one for 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
Smith, 3-point field goal.
Here's Hodges. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. And the Bulls lead by 7. And so it's Chicago, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone, to Chicago as the second quarter gets underway. It's been an exciting game so far between the hometown Chicago Bulls and the visiting Atlanta Hawks. The Hawks trail by 7.
For the Bulls, they've got a new coach at the helm this season. With Phil Jackson, this is his first stint as a head coach here in the NBA.
Cartwright is out there with Grant. Then there's Armstrong. Then it's Pippen, and it's Jordan in at the shooting guard. That's the group for the Chicago Bulls to start the second quarter. Now, here is Webb. Got a piece of it, and stolen by Jordan. On up the court. Good work there as it goes. Armstrong's got the lead up to 9 now for the Bulls.
Really crafty play that time by Jordan. Good decision. The defense was locked in on him, so he gave it away.
Jackson, of course, a former player, a former assistant under Doug Collins in Chicago. And Clark, I hear he's got some interesting ideas when it comes to on-court strategy.
Well, Kevin, you know, he's certainly got some good pieces to test those ideas out with. There's no denying that. But what I think matters most is that the guys seem to relate to him and like him. Chemistry between players and head coaches is critical.
Well, you know, you played a long time, and you know how important that connection can be.
That's a very key deal.
Passes to Webb, launches it. A shot's good on the assist from Wilkins. Wilkins has got 3 assists in the game. You know, looking back at the opening quarter, Clark, Jordan managed to stay ahead of Wilkins in points scored.
Yeah, really good start for him, Kevin, in that regard, but can he keep doing that the entire game?
Right. Atlanta with the ball. After the Bulls picking up a basket just moments ago. Here's Livingston. He's covered by Grant. Knocked loose. Shot clock at 6. Inside, Smith. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Jordan on the wing. Over Smith. And there's Jordan. That's good on the assist by Pippen. Pippen's got 5 assists in the game. Atlanta calls timeout. We've seen Michael Jordan really having a great game.
He's really taking it to him inside. They got to find a way to slow him down.
All right, fans, time for your lovable.
For the Hawks, Willis comes in for Livingston. And it's Rivers in for Smith.
Rivers.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Wilkins can't get it to go.
Well, you got to appreciate how consistent these Atlanta Hawks have been. I mean, season to season, even while going through some roster shakeups, they've been steady.
Jordan's shot is off. The Hawks trail by 10. Down low, here's Webb. Good, and the nice assist from Wilkins. Webb's got 7 points here in this quarter.
He's got a nice knack for knowing when to give it up. Wilkins showing he's more than just a scorer.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Clark, as we know, last year the Hawks were able to hit 50 wins for the 4th consecutive season.
Hey, Kevin, I think that speaks obviously the product on the floor, but the quality of their organization, too. I mean, these are players and coaches who just know how to win games.
Chicago making a switch here. Jackson's checked in.
Boy, I tell you what, Wilkins is athletic and cut up. Just bouncing off the contact and scoring with that weight room strength.
Let's go to David Aldridge, who has some inside info on the Chicago Bulls.
Hey, Kevin, when you talk to the coaching staff and you say, what's the key to success against the Hawks, they have a one-word answer. Michael. They expect big numbers from Jordan, probably exceeding his average of 35 points from last season. Back to you, Kevin.
Well, that's good stuff there, David. Sometimes, Clark, the answer is that simple, I guess.
Yeah, you don't have to complicate it, especially when you're talking about Jordan, because he does make it really simple. Although he's not a one-man show, his whole team is going to have to still step up.
And they take pride in that, don't they? Helping this very special talent do what they've got to do.
Yeah, they're pros, and they get their checks twice a month, too.
Now, here's Malone. Pass to Willis. And it's Willis finishing it off.
The Hawks and the Bulls, when you look at the measurables of teams and players, pretty standard for the league, with explosively athletic backcourts and then quite a bit of size down low, too.
It's good.
Not surprising at all to see Jordan piling up points, playing with a lot of determination and grit and insisting on being aggressive looking for his shots.
Now here's Rivers. Wilkins surveying the defense. Back to Rivers. Pass to Willis. 4 on the shot clock. Oh, and here comes Pippen all alone. And Pippen slams it in.
Scottie Pippen so effective as a two-way player. Rewarded on offense for working hard on defense right there.
The Hawks trail by 8. Like we were talking about size, both of these teams start a 7-footer at center.
Yeah, you know, Contact and Cartwright are very imposing at that position, Kevin. And then you get Grant and Malone are paired evenly at 6'10", so, hey, there's no way this game is not going to be physical in the paint.
It'll be a battle for sure.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
Atlanta with the ball. So far, Michael Jordan has been getting just about Clark everything he wants on the offensive end.
And that's not unexpected, but, you know, that doesn't bode well for the Hawks as Wilkins has been unable to answer Jordan with shots of his own, which I think says a lot about the job the Chicago defense is doing.
I agree. And Pippen gets it to go.
Scottie Pippen showing you nice touch inside close range.
The pass to Rivers. Wilkins against Pippen. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Here's Grant, and the dunk by Grant.
Boy, outstanding ball movement from Paxson there, showing a willingness to involve his teammates.
The assist from John Paxson.
We've got 1:55 left to play here in the second quarter. Passes it to Rivers. Here's Willis, and Grant sends it back. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Lobs it up for Jordan. Webb against Pippen, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Oh, I love how aggressive Webb is. Although he's undersized, very much so, he still finds a way to draw contact.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
Bud Webb at the line for 2.
And that one falls for Webb. Kings checked in for Chicago. Hodges comes in for John Paxson. And a change for the Hawks. Carr, he's checked in for Willis. And so Webb nails both of them.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
And that's going to be a travel. And the Hawks making a change here. Tony's checked in.
On the floor for the Hawks, Cedric Tony.
The Hawks trail by 8. 1:25 left now here in the second. Here's Malone. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
Malone owns the paint area of the floor. Nobody coming in there messing with him.
No good from Grant.
Well, that's a quality look for him. Probably surprised himself with that miss.
Rivers, and denied. He sends it right off the glass.
Dominique.
Right now, Dominique doesn't seem to be having much issue, Clark, working around the Bulls' defense.
And that doesn't bode well for Chicago. I think they've got to get a better handle on him, Kevin. They got to corral him. If Dominique is just getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, that is terrible news for the Bulls.
And the jam by Bill Cartwright.
And, you know, Cartwright is just a little north of 7 feet tall, so once he gets great positioning, he's looking to throw it down.
41 seconds left to play here in the half. Rivers passes to Wilkins. Rivers kicks to Tony. Hawks passing it around. Rivers gets a wide open look. That shot no good. And it's Chicago the other way. They've led by as much as 10. Jordan the pass to King. Outside for Jordan. Here's the 3. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks.
Hawks ball.
And the Bulls making a change here.
Will Perdue. B.J. Armstrong.
12 seconds left here in the second. Here's Rivers. He can't get that one. Good D by Jordan. On deep. And the first half is now in the books. Bulls out front, up by 6. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. So welcome back, everyone, to the third quarter of this contest between the Bulls and the Hawks, where Michael Jordan and Dominique Wilkins have been going at it. The Hawks trail by 6.
And as this second half gets underway, the defensive ability of the Hawks and Bulls only become more important. You got to limit your opponents down the stretch, and both of these teams have the ability to do that.
On the court right now for the Hawks. They've got Concat. Webb out there with Rivers. And it's Malone. And it's Wilkins in at the 3 spot. Now here's Jordan. Scottie Pippen unable to get his shot to go. And it goes down 2 points.
Jordan often gets his hoops off the dribble, but he also is capable as a catch-and-shoot guy.
We were talking about this before, but Clark, some very capable defenders on both sides of the floor.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, the duo of Pippen and Jordan, so effective at wreaking havoc and forcing turnovers. And the Hawks have Doc Rivers, who can hassle ball handlers. He's physical as a backcourt defender, as well as Moses down low to eat that glass and block shots, too.
Both are fun to watch.
Guys, it's a one-man show out there. I mean, he looks like he's willing to handle all of the offensive duties for his team.
Out to the right wing. Here's Rivers, and Grant sends it back.
One of the better defenders in this game. Grant teeing off on that one.
We're going over the numbers from the first half. Clark, Jordan was able to top Wilkins in scoring in the first and second quarters combined.
A critical advantage partner that he worked really hard to get. Not all of his hoops were easy ones.
Right, you're right on that. The first one falls. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
You know, Moses Malone is a true two-way player. He's an outstanding talent on both ends of the floor, able to score in dominating fashion, and really a ferocious rebounder.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Pass to Concat.
Chicago foul. John Paxson.
Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
Superb anticipation on that rejection, and that'll allow them to stay on the lead if they keep defending like that.
It's Wilkins on the wing, guarded by Pippen, and that one's good. Wilkins.
Boy, Neat gets so much lift on that jump shot, it's really hard for any defender to affect his shot.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago.
Not a bad time to pump the brakes right here, check in with everybody, and make sure you're speaking in stereo.
Chicago leading by 3.
When you think about Michael Jordan, you think about scoring, putting the ball in the basket. But he does a lot of other stuff out there as well, like moving the ball effectively.
Jordan with it, picked up by Malone. Grant for 3. Stolen by Wilkins.
The next foul will put them in the penalty.
Neely's checked in for Chicago.
Personal foul. 3rd team foul. Checking into the lineup for your Bulls, Ed Neely.
And the Hawks with possession here. Rivers with it. He's got 6. Wilkins in the post. Pippen on him. And the rejection by Pippen.
Pippen putting in the work to get there for the denial. That was really a nice hustle play.
Livingston's checked in for Atlanta.
Cliff Livingston.
So it's Atlanta now. They trail by 3. Just 5 to shoot. And Jordan sends it back.
Boy, much respect for the defensive Jordan. I mean, he gives his all on this end of the floor. I mean, fantastic. Getting his hands up to block shots. He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
You know, we touched on it. Last year, Michael Jordan Clark was actually 8th in the league in total assists. He was a top 10 assist man.
It's not something that comes to mind when you think about him, but it's very impressive nonetheless, Kevin. Shows you what kind of leader he is. He knows he's got to get his teammates involved and work well with them for his team to be its best.
He's a terrific facilitator.
No doubt.
Here's Rivers after the Bulls pick up 2. Kicks to Wilkins. Back to Rivers. Good, and the nice assist from Wilkins. Wilkins has got his 5th assist in this one. Paxson passes to Neely. Back to Paxson. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
These Hawks have a trusted and capable leader steering the ship, and that's Coach Mike Fratello. He won Coach of the Year for his work with this team in the '86 season.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Kings checked in for Grant, and then for Atlanta. Kevin Willis has checked in for Koncak, and Smith subbed in for Webb. Yeah, an experienced coach who knows his team inside and out. That's Mike Fratello. Clark, do you think that gives the Hawks an advantage?
I think it could, Kevin. I mean, Coach Fratello will have an easier time seeing what his team needs out there and will know what adjustments best suit this squad. You know, we can't measure Hart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible.
And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. 7-point differential. And they go to the intentional foul.
Why'd they foul there? Let it go.
And the Bulls making a change here. Purdue's checked in.
Coming onto the floor for your Bulls, Will Purdue.
On defense, the Bulls, they've led by as much as 10. Here in the third quarter, the Bulls, Clark, have managed to be pretty effective when it comes to defending Dominique Wilkins.
Yeah, you know, their focus, Kevin, in terms of defending him, I think has really been good. Really good. And I think you can tell it started to frustrate Dominique a bit.
You can. Chicago calls timeout.
Who's ready to dance? Get up for your lovable.
Tony, he's checked in for Doc Rivers.
Cedric Tony.
The Bulls leading by 7. Bulls up on the wing. Here's Paxson. Kick out to King. Those 3-pointers off the mark. So it's Atlanta now. It's Wilkins on the wing. Over Pippen. Here's Willis. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Boy, T-Rex, they call him, Kevin Willis, devouring those second chance points.
He's feeling it. And Willis pulls it down. Willis has got 5 rebounds tonight. As we get deeper into this game, Clark, it has been all Jordan offensively, as we can see, leaving Dominique well behind him.
You know, I didn't think it would be this one-sided. I mean, Jordan has just been operating at a totally different level, and Dominique has not managed to match that intensity or production.
You're so right.
2 shots.
Shoot 2.
Free throw good, Jordan. The Hawks making a switch here. Carr's checked in. Good on both. Now here is Smith. Atlanta calls timeout. Michael Jordan really making a difference here.
Boy, he's been killing them all night, and the defense looks like it's practically packed it in.
And now it's time for your lovable.
Wilkins against Pippen. Pass to Tony to the middle. And it will go, and the Bulls lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Kenny Smith.
Known as a jump shooter primarily, Smith is also skilled at getting it done in close.
Getting some elevation, Michael Jordan.
You can always count on Jordan to crank it up a little bit here at home and give these Bulls fans a game worth watching.
And here's Smith. He has 5. The pass to Carr. The Hawks working the ball around to the paint. And it's blocked.
Imposing his will on defense. Purdue's teammates love when he makes hustle plays like that.
Pippen, the pass to Jordan. Over Wilkins. And there's Michael Jordan, the assist by Pippen. Pippen's got his 6th assist on the night. The Hawks trail by 9. Passes it to Carr. Here's Tony. It's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. Hodges checked in for Will Purdue.
Greg Hodges.
1:05 left in the third. Wilkins outside. Just 4 to shoot. Tony with the 3. The shot, no good. So the Bulls will take it the other way. Here's Jordan. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Hey, it's as plain as pound cake. Keep it simple. They want to see how big this league can get.
Smith, the pass to Carr. There's the lob to the hoop. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession.
Well, that's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
Chicago making some changes. Cartwright comes in for Scottie Pippen. And Armstrong subbed in for Paxson. Malone's checked in for Atlanta. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
Hawks ball.
35 seconds left in the third quarter.
You know, he's such a load to deal with inside because Malone's intensity and relentlessness down there makes defenses almost have to foul it.
The Hawks have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8.
Moses Malone. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. And the second free throw, good. The Bulls leading by 10. Here's Cartwright, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It goes on Moses Malone.
Boy, Cartwright is a monster. Tough task for the defense trying to stop him.
First trip to the line for him here.
At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And he's good on the second.
Well, Bill Cartwright, to me, has all the tools he needs to be a real force at his position. Big frame, long arms, good intelligence and toughness. He can do a lot for you down low.
And he makes that one. Malone's got 11.
Defensively, you just can't afford to give these easy looks up. Just asking to get burned if you do.
A nice shot by Jordan. Jordan's got the lead up to 11 now for the Bulls.
Michael Jordan getting on a roll right now.
Wilkins wide open, and he fires. It's good. The assist that time from Smith.
The Jet that time quick to find the open teammate there.
Here's Cartwright. Here's Armstrong. Offline with his 3. Michael Jordan getting it done for the Chicago Bulls. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone. We get into the fourth quarter of this thrilling game between the Atlanta Hawks and the Chicago Bulls. And this crowd is feeling it.
As this game wears on, you have to be so conscious of Michael Jordan. I mean, he's got something of a reputation for being a closer, and that's an understatement. He finds a way to push himself beyond his limits to come up with clutch points when his team needs it most.
So with Pippen sitting on the bench, this is Phil Jackson's lineup. We've got Jordan. Grant is out there with Cartwright. Then there's Armstrong. And it's Hodges in at the 2 spot. And here's Armstrong. Dominique Wilkins getting his 3 to go. Grant. They get it back. Here's Jordan. Nice D from Malone.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Here's Webb. The rebound by Cartwright. Cartwright's got his 4th rebound in this one. Knowing that Michael Jordan likes to explode down the home stretch offensively, Clark, think the Hawks might increase the defensive pressure on him.
You know, it wouldn't shock me, Kevin, if they did just that. Just make sure somehow, some way, you don't allow him to put together a run.
Atlanta with the ball after the Bulls pick up 2. Pass to Rivers. And Grant sends it back. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Grant. Gibbons checked in for the Bulls. And a change for the Hawks. Concac's checked in. Atlanta with the ball. They trail by 11.
You know, something I like about both of these teams, the Bulls and the Hawks, is the experience they have, the range of experience. I mean, you've got younger guys like John Concac and Horace Grant, and then you've got the seasoned veterans like Moses and Bill Cartwright. It's a really good balance.
Now, here is Webb. It's blocked. And a wide open look for Jordan. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Clark, I've always wondered how valuable you think it is for younger players to get a chance to play alongside more experienced players.
Kevin, I think it's crucial and absolutely vital. Older guys have a way of being able to teach a young star so much about patience and which battles you fight and which ones you let go and how you carry yourself as a pro and all of the nuances of playing in the NBA. Good veterans can help young players set the tone for the rest of their careers.
Oh, that's a great answer.
I think it's pretty clear Coach wants to change some things. How easy is that to do in a huddle?
Here's Rivers. Atlanta again missing. Looking back at the third quarter, Claude, Jordan had the lead over Wilkins for points scored in that period.
And Kevin, that could bode very well for MJ. Maybe some momentum coming into the fourth quarter where he has to continue to outduel Wilkins.
Yeah, he's been streaky throughout his career, but this guy is unstoppable tonight, using all of his skills and that athleticism to put pressure on the defense.
Now, here's Wilkins. Following the miss by Michael Jordan. Wilkins, the pass to Rivers. Pass to Malone. To the inside. Here's Concat. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And the 7-footer Concat is a load to deal with, especially when he's trying to score.
Shooting for Atlanta, John Concat. At the line for two.
And the first one drops.
You know, you take a look at John Concat, and you can tell what he's about. He's a classic big guy who just wants to do his work down low. Shots in close and banging the boards.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And so Grant will bring it up for Chicago. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Jordan dishes to Armstrong. From past the arc. Rebounded by the Hawks.
And, you know, that shot was challenged, but even so, I'm always surprised whenever he misses.
Shoots from the elbow. Webb can't hit. The Bulls leading by 7. Upside Pippen. Good, and Grant gets the assist. And now that's 11 points here for Scottie Pippen. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Outside Wilkins. Now the pass to Rivers. Malone right side. From 16 feet away, he cans it.
Boy, tremendous vision from Rivers there. You see why he racks up so many assists.
And here are the Bulls now. Inside. Jordan kicks to Pippen. Over Rivers. Good. Nothing but net. And the Bulls lead by 9.
These offenses have been so sharp, so focused, so dialed in, and neither one is slowing down in the late game.
Wilkins outside. Hands it from downtown. Wilkins has got 24 points.
This is how dangerous a scorer Wilkins is. Really capable of connecting right off the catch.
Chicago calls timeout.
Let's give a warm Chicago welcome to your Bubble Bowl.
The Bulls leading by 6. Jordan kicks to Grant. Off target from outside.
And got to be honest here. I mean, he should have made that.
Wilkins, the pass to Rivers. Wilkins dishes to Malone. Rivers trying to get open. Malone gets the bucket. And now just a 4-point Bulls lead. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Who wants a T-shirt? Who's ready to dance? Get up for your lovable.
Bulls leading by 4. Here's Cartwright. Here's Armstrong. From out on the wing, he knocks it down.
Really solid work from the mid-range there. I love seeing Armstrong rise up with the confidence he has in that stroke.
Webb the pass to Wilkins. Malone trying to break free. And that one's good. Wilkins has got 26.
That's exactly the shot they're looking for. That's the one they wanted. Get it into his hand and let him do his thing.
Chicago calls timeout.
Chicago welcome to your lovable.
Bulls making a switch here. Texans checked in. The Bulls leading by 4. Jordan deciding where to go with it. Here's Pippen. Pass to Jordan. Cartwright with it. Good, and the assist goes to Jordan. Jordan's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
For his size, he is an elite shooter.
Webb the pass to Wilkins. He gets it in there. 28 points for him.
You know, this is why Wilkins is so highly regarded. I mean, he's got the ability to convert over tight coverage and make tough shots.
Now, here's Jordan. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Fires the 3. That is good. And the Bulls lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Dominique Wilkins.
He's so clutch. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
Wilkins against Jordan. Pass to Paxson. Back to Jordan. Shoots over Wilkins. Jordan can't get it to go. And so it's Wilkins who brings up the ball for the Hawks to take the lead. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. .56 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Webb. Here's Grant.
Calm, collected, and composed. Nicely done.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They trail by 3. There's 47 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
You know what time it is, fans. Here comes some T-shirt. The Lovables are on their way. Let's give them a warm welcome, fans.
Here's Webb.
It's time to get up and get
Lots of room. It's good. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
You know, with his handles, he excels at tricking up the defense and getting the good looks he wants.
Pippen finds Jordan. It's in.
Well, Jordan has been fantastic.
Atlanta calls timeout. They're trailing by 3. 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
You know, with the time remaining, I think they've got to be looking for a quick shot right here.
Are you ready, fans?
Pass to Wilkins. 29 seconds left in the fourth. It falls! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Well, Dominique runs into some tight defense, but sticks with his shot and manages to push through.
First team foul.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Dominique Wilkins. Third personal foul. Second team foul.
Drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2.
Hey, anytime the game's on the line, Jordan is exactly the guy I wanted to strike.
And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game.
That last free throw was critical. Their only choice now is to go for the 3 to tie.
Atlanta calls timeout. They're trailing by 3. 24 seconds left to play here in the fourth. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Money! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Doing damage inside Rivers, absolutely fearless. Loves to take it up in there.
They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Hey, that's the right play. It's the smart play. You got to stop the clock.
At the line for your goals, Michael Jordan. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game. And it's the Hawks ball.
I think they'll be looking to tie it up with a big 3-pointer here.
Wilkins in the post. Defended by Pippen. Rivers. Bullseye! A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
The number of the second half, 3. They are drilling shots.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
The Lavables are on their way. Let's give them a warm welcome, fans. All right, fans, stand up and get loud.
Jordan outside. Got it! A cold-blooded buzzer beater!
Clutch! Mutt in the clutch! How about that? Yeah!
99.
My, oh my, oh my. They'll be talking about that one for a while.
And the Chicago Bulls, Clark, managed to pull out the win here tonight with Michael Jordan delivering a terrific performance to overcome Wilkins and these Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah, Kevin, able to beat Dominique's offensive talents once again. Always special, though, to watch these two go at it head-to-head. MJ got the better of Dominique this time.
He did tonight. But looking beyond just the